Cowabunga, y'all. Today we're going to take a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Compendium Hardcover Volume 1 by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. It has an 832 page count and the cover price of $150. Let's get into this compendium review. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and like the video if you do. Today we're going to take a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Compendium Hardcover Volume 1. Yes, it's Volume 1, so we're probably going to get a couple more volumes. You get great cover art on this omnibus, nice and green. The OG Ninja Turtles issue number 1. And you have the cover art from Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman himself. Let me slip the dust jacket off here. We'll take a look at that quick as well. Love that print, the nice green print on this book. So on the right-hand side, you get a little bit about the creators, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. And on the left-hand side, you have a little print of Raphael, I believe, there. But I said this cover here, I love the green shine on here, the pop, the spine looks great. It is a flat spine on this book, and this book is the same size as your average omnibus, so that's one of the main reasons why I actually picked this up as well. So let's check out the binding. It is sewn binding, and you get a nice eye, so there's maybe a slight amount of gutter loss throughout this book, but really it's not too bad at all. The paper stock is very thick in this book, which I'm kind of a little iffy about. I would have preferred maybe a glossier look. It would have been a little bit better, but like I said, the creators, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, you get the issues collected here, which, you know, there's a decent amount of issues. I think if they used a glossier paper stock, it would have been a little thinner because these pages are pretty thick. But I do like that they do have the covers in this compendium, which is one thing that compendiums generally don't have. I would have preferred maybe just the covers be the glossy page stock throughout this book, and then the rest be this kind of this thicker matte look. That would have been fine, but unfortunately we didn't get that. But hey, we do have all the covers collected in this book, and let's get to what this book does collect. So this book does collect where it all started, man. Issue 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles through 7, and then 9 through 14. The Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Leonardo Micro Series one-shots, Fugitoid number 1, and Tales of TMNT 1 through 5. So there is an issue missing in this. You don't get issue 8. There's some sort of licensing issue going on with that, so that's why this that issue is not collected in this book, which is... it's not a deal breaker with this, whatever. You can always go on eBay and find yourself a copy of issue 8 for a couple bucks, I'm sure. But this is the original thing, man. This is one of like the best indie comics of all time. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. It's legendary, man. I mean, really, the franchise has grown so huge. I mean, I was a huge fan of the cartoon when I was a kid. I had mad of the little turtle action figures and shit like that when I was growing up. So this is something that really is like near and dear to me, is this story. I had never read this. I know that it's like a grittier style, and it is a grittier style on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I do love the black and white. It kind of has that manga feel to it a little bit, or manga, which is pretty cool. I like the way that he draws the turtles. They all look a little bit more aggressive, I guess you could say, throughout this run. But it has all the OG characters and stuff like that. You'll get the Casey Jones in here, the Fugitoid. You get Shredder, of course. You know, Splinter, and all the turtles themselves. And it's you also get Rat King, my boy here. He'll pop up in the back. You also get the little bright green little book strand here, whatever the hell you call it, which is just nice. Another addition to like how like nice and quality made this book is. It's nice bright green, which fits the turtles so much. But if you're a fan of the turtles, this is definitely something to check out. They're probably going to print a couple of these, I would assume. I'm generally not a fan of compendiums and the style that they're formatted, because most of the time just the issues just flow and they don't show the covers. There's nothing breaking it apart. They'll break it up into different chapters and stuff like that. But this one is not like that. This is basically just like an omnibus. So that's one of the main reasons why I picked it up. It does have a hefty cover price of $150, but I would say that it is definitely worth it. If you go to the places like Organic Price Books, you can obviously get it for a bit cheaper. That's where I got my copy, and it was about like $90, I think. And you can always use code DROCK to get $2 off. Just saying. But yeah, I mean, this is it's a really good book, man. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a different like style of the Turtles. If you're used to the animated series, it's a little bit darker than that, and it has more, like I said, it kind of like a manga feel. Like it does feel like a little, I don't know, an indie manga thing or whatever. But it's very cool. I love the artwork. I grew up with these characters, and it was very cool to read it from the start. The first issue is a big issue, man, with the whole origin of the Turtles and how they became to be with Splinter, and then it kind of goes off and it just stumbles into more and more stuff, which is, some real classic storytelling and really good stuff in here. So this is definitely something that I am glad that I picked up for the collection. I was a little iffy on it at first, but man, am I super happy that I ended up buying this book, because this is just really oh, there's Rat King, your boy there. Shout out to Theo Vaughn, the other Rat King. But definitely a great book to have in the collection, man. I don't know if they're gonna make other volumes. I would assume they will if this one sells well. So hopefully this does do well and we can get a couple more volumes of these compendiums like this. But it's just great that it's a hardcover, man. I'm a fan of the hardcover when it comes to these compendiums. That's why I'm waiting actually for the Invincible that's coming out soon. They're getting reprinted in the hardcover, so I'm looking forward to that. One thing that is kind of disappointing about this volume here is that it doesn't contain any extras or an introduction or anything like that. It's just straight issues, which is fine, but it always is kind of nice to have a little bit of extras in your book. But hopefully we get more of these compendiums, and I might even branch off into the other IDW more modern stuff. Let me know what you think about this book down in the comments, and as always, man, thank you for watching. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Organic Priced Books, the best place to get your omnibus and other collected editions. Super fast shipping, bulletproof packaging, and amazing customer service. Use promo code DROCK to get $2 off your purchase at organicpricebooks.com. Join the OPB family today.